Here is a play out of the Gun Snugs. It's called Quick Hook. And what we like about this particular play is that you're going to find that the split end who runs a hook route on the outside over there as you're looking at it is going to be open pretty much against any type of man coverage, providing there's nobody sitting underneath them in zone coverage. But for the most part, against man coverage, say for example they come out and cover 0, cover 1, or cover 2 man, you're going to find that that receiver is open once he hooks back towards the quarterback. And that's what we mainly want to talk about. We'll also take a look at the deep end route that's ran by the right slot receiver as you watch this. So we'll talk about that a little bit as we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the play and the default pass routes. And the play's primary receiver happens to be this receiver over here as you're looking at your screen, which is going to be the split end. And you're going to notice he runs a hook route. So he's going to end up going up in this area here as you watch your screen there and hook back towards the quarterback. Now the defender that's covering him, a lot of times what he'll end up doing is overrunning the routes. So for example, this defender right here is covering him. Well, actually when he runs and goes to cover him, he'll actually overrun him and go about up in this area here. And then as I just pointed out, once this receiver hooks back, he should be open in that area there for a quick bullet pass. In most cases, he'll be wide open where you can make that throw to him. So that's the receiver that we're going to look to throw to. Now, the other receivers, as far as their pass routes are concerned, you're going to have this receiver here, which is going to be the inside slot receiver on the left there, which we'll call him the left slot receiver. And what he's going to run is a corner route. Now, against cover 1 or cover 0 coverage, he'll be open most cases once he breaks towards the outside, towards the corner. The one thing as the quarterback, as you drop back, something you got to remember is that you're going to want to drop him back and then you're going to want to throw the ball. So for example here, we're going to go ahead and throw the ball here, but when you make that throw, you want to go ahead and press hard left on your controller. That way when you make this throw, so you're going to throw it hard left here as you see on your screen there. That way when that pass is thrown to him, the ball is going to go into this direction here and away from where the defender is covering him. So you'll want to kind of look at that a little bit when you make that throw. And as we work our way across over towards the right side, let's take a look at the right slot receiver. We kind of already mentioned him in his route, but we're going to take a look at it here. He runs this route right here, which is a deep end route. Against man coverage, if he has a good route running ability and he also has some speed, there's a good chance that he'll be open once he breaks to the inside against the defender to covering him. And the cool thing about that is he'll give you another option to throw to. So you'll want to look to throw to him once he breaks to the inside. You also want to go ahead, when you make the throw to him, you're going to want to go ahead and press hard left on the controller. That way the ball goes away from where the defender would be covering him, allowing him to get open. That's another receiver you want to look at. And then we're going to talk about this receiver here, which is going to be we're going to go ahead and call him the flanker. Now he runs a shallow crossing route, as you see on your screen here. So he'll come in this area here and he'll break across into that area there. Against man coverage, he's an option to throw to, but he has to have a step or two on the defender that's covering him. Something else that we're going to do here is we're going to motion him out wide, and then we're going to snap the ball. That way, he doesn't run his shallow crossing route into this area here and bring his defender into this area here. When that, as you're going to see on your screen, when this receiver here comes back, we don't want him to bring his defender into that same area. So the idea of that is to kind of delay as far as how that flanker is going to run his route, his shallow crossing route. We don't want him to get too fast over there, so we want to delay it. And by motioning him out to the right, it takes him longer to come across. And therefore, his defender won't be in that same area if we decide to throw that hook route to that split end. So I want to explain that a little bit to you. So what I want to do here is take a look at one more route, and that's going to be the running back. And the running back, he's going to go ahead and run this route right here, which is going to be this delayed flat route out here towards the right, and he'll be open there as a check down receiver in some cases. You may want to hot route him on a swing route or even maybe a wheel route if you want. That's up to you, but you don't. It's really up to you on that. It's really optional as far as with that. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and take a look at this play, and I'm going to show you the coverages that we're going to run this against for this particular video breakdown, which is going to end up being cover 2 man coverage, as you can see on your screen there. Bump and run man coverage has been called. So what we want to do here is we want to go ahead and take control of that receiver. I mentioned this earlier about motioning the flanker out towards this towards the right here as you look at your screen. So we're going to go ahead and motion him out towards the right, and then we're going to go ahead and snap the ball. So he's going to go ahead and go there, and then we're going to snap it there. Now you can see as you look at it, we're going to go ahead and rewind this just a little bit. A couple things are going on here when we snap it. First off, you'll notice that the flanker is lined up way out here when he's running this route. Now, as I said before, The idea of this is to keep his defender from coming into this area here as he comes across. This will slow him down, and then it's going to allow us to get this receiver open a little bit more where there's nobody in his area, which is that receiver there, which is the split end. Now, something else you'll notice as you look at it, you'll notice that this defender right here is playing off of him too far. He cannot break on that route, and that's going to allow us to make this throw to him as far as the split in this area here and get it completed for a nice gain. So that's the whole idea of this as far as running this play the way we're showing you. And then we can make that throw and we end up completing it for a nice gain. Now, let's go back here and we're going to continue on here. So I want to show you something else. We're going to talk about that deep end route that's ran by the right slot receiver. And I want to go ahead and run the same play against the same coverages, same motion. And then you're going to find that we're going to find him open over the middle there as he breaks to the inside. So I want to go ahead and rewind this just a little bit. And this is what you're looking at when you're running this play. You'll notice this time he's already got a step to the inside. The defender right here is playing to the outside of him as far as the slot receiver is concerned. And that tells me right there he's going to be open once he breaks to the inside right there. And that's something you got to look for when you run this play. So the Gun Snugs quick hook is a nice play to run against man coverage. It doesn't matter if it's cover 0, cover 1, or cover 2 man coverage. Somebody should be open. In most cases, you're going to find you're going to have a couple options to throw to. And obviously the one that we like to throw to first, because we're almost always going to be open, is going to be that split end who's running that hook route.